So I just wanted to make a quick little update on the farm here. I'm not sure if people find videos like this interesting, but I'm going to make it anyways. So today is what I'm going to consider the last day of winter. That doesn't mean all this muck is going to be gone tomorrow, but we've been below freezing it during the day here up until now, and tomorrow and into the next 10 days or so, and hopefully thereafter, it's going to be in the low 40s or mid 40s, and we should start to get some real snow gone here. I can't wait because I'm horribly embarrassed and ashamed of this mess, and I hate it, and there's nothing I can do about it as long as the snow is the way that it is. One thing that'll be better next year is that hillside there that you see is going to be stripped bare here as soon as the snow goes. The D8's going to come push that hillside into this horrific little valley here, my shit valley, and give me a whole bunch more level ground. I won't have to deal with all this wet ground next year, and it'll give me a place to push manure next winter because all these trees will be gone, and then I can fence that section back there too with cross fencing and have a bunch more space to separate bulls and heifers and cows and calves and all of that. You know, this infrastructure takes time. The new rescue cows are doing great. You know, when I got them, they were very sad. And if you've never had animals before, you might think that I'm anthropomorphizing, but they were very clearly just sad animals. How could you not be trapped in a filthy barn with nothing to eat? And they're coming around. They are very loving, very sweet, especially the black and white steer there. I call him Bingo, which is incredible to me because if I was that horribly mistreated, I would be pissed at humans. I would not be kind to them. But that's, oops, sorry, my finger was in the way. But I guess that's why animals are superior to humans in some ways. And they're getting this great silage, haylage, I should say. It's a really nice, high quality hay that I found here. He's eating as much of that as he wants. All of them are. And they are getting a little bit of alfalfa and a little bit of grain each day. I'm taking that slowly because I'm worried that I might overdo it with animals that were that emaciated and thin. I did make a horrible mistake. That heifer right there was supposed to be pregnant. She obviously did abort. The vet was right. The fetus could not be saved because unfortunately when I was bedding my bulls, I left the gate open or unchained for 30 seconds and she was bred. And that's a nightmare because that means if the calf takes, I'm going to have a December baby, and that is the worst possible scenario. So knowing that now, however, I'm going to try to build some sort of insulated structure with lights or something to have a winter calf. My own fault. I just assumed she was pregnant, and I didn't lock a gate, and she didn't show any signs of being in heat. But next thing I know, both bulls were on her and doing their business and finishing their business, and now she's probably bred. So, and it's also bad because I don't know which bull bred her. Hopefully not the big one, because she's obviously not in any position right now to have a calf. But I mean, give me a few months and she will be okay. The rest of my cattle are all in good shape. The DE seem to have worked. There are obviously still some bald spots there, but they all seem to be recovering pretty nicely from the lice. Obviously, I think the spring temperatures help in that regard, but they're way better shape than they were even a few weeks ago in terms of the lice. So everybody here is doing really well. No calves yet, but I expect them any day. I'm starting to see some udders fill up and getting real close. And the only thing that's real bad right now is just the goop and the embarrassing levels of cow shit and mud, which is only going to get worse and terribly worse in the next few days. So what I'm going to try to do is move some snow and get these feeders up top the hill so they're not down here in the goop. And I'm going to be working on that tomorrow. I tried to do it the other day. Whoa, he slipped. But tried to do it the other day, but the snow is just so deep still that the skid steer was really struggling with it. So I'm just going to keep going at it because this is a nightmare otherwise. But everybody's doing great, and I'm going to go give them their nightly rations here of a little bit of alfalfa and some grain. Some people say not to give alfalfa to the pregnant cows, but this many cows are getting about 2/3 of a bale of alfalfa a night, so I can't imagine that's going to be too much protein or too much calcium to mess with them, and they certainly do seem to enjoy it. And then the potatoes and the grain as well. And I mean, I'm no cow expert, not an experienced rancher, but to me all of my cows look pretty healthy, pretty happy, other than the fact that they're pretty matted, although these two rescue animals are obviously the worst of them. That's one of the steers that I rescued. But spring is coming, and one of the things that's going to happen is these animals won't be laying in the mud and the manure so much, and that's just part of the joy of breakup here in Alaska. So getting pretty anxious for some spring weather. Got a lot of work to do, and the first thing I'm going to do is push all this manure away and not be embarrassed by it. But I can't do anything until the snow goes, so I'm going to go and burn some tires or import some goods that don't need to be imported or something to speed up global warming, because I've had enough of this shit. All right, bye.